right.
Back.
Here we
All right,
are.
we're back. Yeah.
Back
All
with
right.
another live
Another
feed
edition
read.
of Live Feed Reads. I'm Paul
Yeah.
Reed, your host, with my Ed McMahon, Jason Crawford.
Yep.
All right. So, how's your day going so far?
So far, so good. This week has been, I don't know if it's just like the week from hell or what, but it's been a rough week. But today feels like a shift. It feels good. The weather feels good. Things, life and work just seem to be kind of slowly shifting. So, yeah, better.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm a little under the weather myself. One of three things. I actually got a flu shot, and of course, the lady had asked me, well, I think I got it Wednesday. She goes, well, are you working tomorrow? And I said, yeah, why? She goes, oh, sometimes people get sick. I'm like, not me. Oh, now I'm sick. I don't know if it was the flu shot. Number two, the office has a little mung going around here. That could be that congestion. And I don't really feel
Ooh,
bad. A little cough and whatever. Oh, I got COVID.
yeah.
One of the three. So either way,
Has the like allergens been up or something because of
I
the
don't
change
have
in the
allergies.
weather?
Yeah, that's not it.
Okay.
It's like I said, flu shot, mung, or COVID. Either way, I'm going to the Rays game. What the hell? I'll be a super spreader. Just kidding.
Brian Staley says happy Friday reads,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Cass
Brian was
says
just
great tournament yesterday. Were you at a tournament?
Yeah, golf tournament, Kiwanis Club,
Ah,
for the schools benefiting children, so forth. So we played in that. I will tell you, it was 95 degrees on October the frickin' 7th. I couldn't believe it. Normally, you look
wow.
forward to these fall,
Yeah.
February golf tournaments because it's not ridiculously hot. Yesterday it was
Yeah.
ridiculously hot. Shout out to Leanne. Brian came and changed the sign for us. Evidently, Leanne's up in Mississippi visiting Mary Shelton, a friend of hers, and
Cool.
they
Cool.
put a little hottie toddy Ole Miss up on the sign today. So that one went out to Leanne MS. We call her Mary Shelton, and Kev, one of her friends. Little hottie toddy go Ole Miss, even though Alabama just you know destroyed you. But that's neither here nor there. All right, so today's topic, jumping into it, is
All right.
I got a couple of calls recently about employee liability. Simply this: if the employee, commits some type of negligent act
Mm-hmm.
while in the course and scope of his employment, is the employer responsible?
Oh, that's really funny because last night I sent you that video.
Yes.
That's hysterical. I did not realize that you guys also had cases. But it's like the universe kind of aligns sometimes to just kind of bring things together. That's so
All
funny.
right. So yeah, well, let me do this, then we'll watch the video. So
Yeah,
basically,
yeah, do it.
in general, the answer is yes. There's a Latin doctrine or a term called respondeat superior, and it just means let the superior answer, i.e., let the superior answer for its subordinate, the employee. And generally speaking, if there's negligent conduct associated with you performing your job duties, the employer is responsible
Okay.
as well. The exception to that is typically there's two. One is a criminal act may very well relinquish the responsibility from the employer because you go and shoot up a school, or what happens more often, unfortunately, is with the spread, which is what the case I got called on, was these delivery drivers assaulting people. This one happens to be a
What?
female who was sexually assaulted by
Wow. Whoa.
one of the, and I'm going to kind of keep it general, but by
Sure.
a delivery person.
Oh.
I got news for you. The establishment is going to 100% take the percentage. Hey, we're not responsible for that. That's outside the course and scope of his employment. And
Yeah.
you're on your own. And to be honest, unfortunately, we will probably lose that argument. However, there's a few ways around it. There's what's called
Wow.
negligent hiring and retention. If I hire
Right.
Jason Crawford to do my social media account, and he's a known rapist with a violent history, and I
With
have him,
priors. Yeah.
yeah, I have him doing things for me, then I very well may be responsible, even though certainly his assault was outside the course and scope of read and read law. I didn't do a sufficient and a thorough background check, and so I can be responsible for that.
Yeah, does that
Uh,
go along with like kind of the preventability of it, or red flags you should have seen it
yeah,
coming, that kind of
absolutely.
thing?
Well, and
Okay.
unfortunately, that's why, if you have a criminal past, employers may very well just skip over you because
Yeah,
the problem is beating up
just
somebody at
too
a
hot to
bar
handle.
fight when you were 20 years old, and now we're 30 years later. Would that suffice as
Mm,
negligent hiring on my part? Should I have known you had a violent history because you beat somebody
jeez.
up, while intoxicated at 20 years old at University of Florida? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's a
yeah,
fine line,
yeah, I
but
do.
with
It's
so
really
many
sad because like,
applicants, it's just easy to say, nope, not you, not you,
yeah,
not you.
and that
And
makes it
so,
so hard because the recidivism rate is so high, and then people like this ruin it. Like
yeah,
if someone was willing to trust someone, say, out of a program that's trying to rehabilitate someone with a criminal past, like stuff like this just really
yeah,
makes it hard. Really makes it
really.
hard.
I mean, you really, you're taking a chance. I will agree. I'll be,
Yeah.
it's very difficult.
Wow.
Then you have another situation where it's called frolic and detour. That would
Okay.
be, let's say that you're supposed to go to deliver some type of appellate brief to the Second District Court of Appeal for Reed and Reed in Lakeland. All right, so
Okay.
you leave here, you're making your way to I-4 and you're going to go to Lakeland, or let's just call it Orlando, a little farther. You're going to Orlando to drop off a brief, but you stop over to your girlfriend's at lunchtime in Lakeland. She lives a mile off the interstate. And on the
Okay.
way, you're off of I-4 and you're on, I don't know, 98. Take your pick of roads,
Sure. Okay.
and you whack a pedestrian. Well,
Oh. Okay.
certainly that is that's a detour. You were supposed to go from here to Orlando and back, but you did a little detour because it was lunchtime. Would Reed and Reed be responsible? Question mark.
Ooh. Ah. Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't enough.
Okay.
It was a deviation from your instructions, but it was lunchtime. You're expected to be able to eat, and just because you were going to your girlfriend's instead of a McDonald's to grab a bite would
Right.
not relieve Reed and Reed
Okay.
of that.
I was gonna
Let's
say
just say though
my.
you're going to Orlando to drop off this appellate beef, but you head to Gainesville to catch the some sporting event, and you figured on the way back you would go what is that, the
Do your deed on the way back.
turnpike. You could
Hmm.
make it you could make it to the courthouse by 5 o'clock to do your
Yeah.
job.
Completely deviating from the
Yeah,
from the planned
that
path.
would be a frolic,
Okay.
and the frolic would relieve Reed and Reed from responsibility for you picking off a pedestrian in Gainesville where you're not supposed to
Yeah.
be,
You wouldn't shouldn't have
not
been there at all.
authorized to
Yeah.
be. I didn't know you were going there. You
Yeah.
went there to watch, a baseball game that started at 11, whatever,
Sure.
and so
Right. Yeah.
two things, both the same situation. You're
Or your
driving
kid's
a
little
car
league game they
for
were
Reed and
playing
Reed
and you wanted to
to
see it.
deliver something, but one of them I'm on the hook, the other I'm not.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
just,
That's interesting.
there nothing, of course, in this business is cut and dried,
Sure.
and so that's
Oof.
let's watch the video so we can
Okay.
say,
All right.
let's. I don't know. This is probably a school where this happened, or
Yeah, it looks either to
mall. Is it
be,
a mall
I don't
security
know,
guard?
school or post office, or it can't be a post office. I don't think.
Yeah.
I'll show it. We'll see. Let's get over there.
Yeah, play it. We'll watch it.
All right, here we are. All right, let's go. And oh, jeez.
Ow.
Oh, he is hurt.
That's,
Oh, he is so hurt. You want to see it again?
Yeah, one more time. What the
One more
heck?
time. All right.
Yeah. Dude, he plants hard.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
So let's
painful to
just
watch.
let's go to the mall. A mall's easy. Let's just say that's a
Okay, yeah,
mall
sure.
security officer, and they have a sign saying no skateboarding. Obviously, junior
Okay.
skateboarding, and the mall was it Mall Cop with Paul Bart? Yeah,
Paul
movie.
Blart. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Paul Blart Mall Cop.
obviously hits the skateboard and let's assume breaks the kid's arm.
Jeez.
Is the mall responsible for this child's or young adults, whatever, injury based
Yeah.
on what mall cop did as indicated in the video.
That is so many things at play. Like there's signs up that say no skateboarding, so the kid shouldn't be there, right? There's that, and then there's like
Yep.
there are other ways to get someone off of it. There are other ways to handle that and like
Well, then we
address it.
brought in is the skateboarder a trespasser,
Yeah.
or is he an invitee? Well,
Yeah.
those are issues you would deal with.
So like I think and correct me if I'm wrong, but
Oh,
like
I will.
let's say thank you. Yeah, of course you will. Let's say the security guard was tackling the boy off
Let's
of
call him
the
mall cop. I like mall cop.
let's yeah, the mall cop was tackling the boy to detain him off of the skateboard after multiple warnings or whatever, and then the boy breaks his arm. I feel, and this isn't legal, but I feel like that's different than stepping on the board and watching this kid go careening through the air and landing. That's not really protocol. I would think for like how you restrain or detain someone. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
Well,
you can go malicious or if that changes anything. Like circumstantially, or if it's
well,
just clean cut liability some other way.
well.
But
Again, what the insurance company, their position may very well be that this act by the security guard, the mall cop, was not authorized. They probably or may
okay,
have a no hands on
policy.
policy and things of that nature, and therefore they
Hmm.
may take the position that the security guard
Maybe
acted
that's why he didn't use his
outside
hands.
the course and scope of his employment and his
Jeez.
authority, uh, he would lose.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
security guard's there to prevent these types of incidents. Even if he did go outside the
Jeez.
course, the scope of what his authority is,
Yeah,
he was clearly acting in his capacity as mall cop and trying to stop the kid from skateboarding. So I
yeah.
feel comfortable that they would be on the hook.
Okay.
Uh, but back to you, Walmart, they're pretty aggressive when it comes
It
to
can be.
apprehending people that
Mm-hmm.
steal from them. They will follow you out to the parking lot and they will ask you to return to the store and things of that nature. I don't know and haven't heard of too many incidents where they tackle people and assault them. But having said that, I retract. I have heard of things of that nature.
Yeah.
And again, you can the store, Walmart et al., can use reasonable force to prevent the theft of their product.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's the gray area, what's reasonable force. And you'll find that's why a lot of establishments, i.e., all over California, they're just walking out stealing.
Mm.
They're just like, just letting them steal. And because they have a policy, evidently, where we're just not going to uh, stop people from stealing. And evidently, these individuals know it, and that's what they're doing. Hey,
Yeah.
that's why I don't live in California. That's what your
Yeah.
policy,
Right.
your state, that's how you want to roll. And you know what? Yeah, that's what you get.
Yeah.
Um, what else?
It's
Well,
tough, man. Oh, Brandon Johnson says I have a question. All right,
shoot.
Brandon, what is it? Type. I know there's a delay, so go ahead and post it in there. Let's see what it is while he's typing it. Um,
Yeah.
that there just seem to be so many variables. Like I think Walmart isn't all of their property considered private property, so they have private security as well for it.
Well, they have employees. Oh, well, okay. Let me give. I forgot. Huh? So here's an example of good lawyering. So we had a case where our client was driving westbound, so from Tampa to Clearwater on State Road 60, across, by Rocky Point and in that area. A business owner had left one of the establishments there at Rocky Point and was driving eastbound, uh, going home. And this guy was a business owner with significant assets. It was a Friday night, and he gets intoxicated, hits not only he hits our client head on, and needless to say, there were some significant injuries. Well, his insurance company, his personal insurance company, couldn't couldn't run over the $50,000 fast enough, hoping to get a release, and be done with it. Well, we're like, no, I don't know. Did a little research on the individual and found that he's the top dog, and there's some confidentiality issues. That he's the top dog of a major company in the area. So then we're like, okay, how can we get the company on the hook? Because he only has $50,000, which was stupid. He needed more money than that, but he had
Okay.
$50,000. Our injury was way more than $50,000. Let's figure out how to get company man and company on the hook for his behavior, even though 11 o'clock at night, and he was intoxicated, and it wasn't. Uh, their position was it had nothing to his gathering had nothing to do with the company, so
Okay.
they denied the claim. So we filed suit. Let's do some digging.
Okay.
Ultimately, we were able to hold the company liable. Do you know how?
No.
It was beautiful. Um,
Okay.
Basically, these this I don't want to call it party, but his Friday night gathering, there
Yeah.
were a company employees there, as well as friends and others, and the company website posted uh, photographs of this soiree, and he used the company credit card to pay for it. Cha-ching! Thank you. Have a nice day.
Oh, link
This was
established.
now a company event, paid for
Yep.
by the company, and therefore pay up.
Yeah. Yeah. That
It
definitely
was,
link
that
established if
was
you use
that was
company
I
credit
tell you
card.
that was some good lawyering. If I do
Oh,
pat
that
myself on the
some
back and
good
say
digging.
so
Did you have to
myself.
hire a PI for that, or was that just like
Uh, well, yeah, there were a lot of moving parts to that one.
okay? Yeah,
We
that's
have a private
fascinating.
investigator, just so you'll know. Sean,
That's
he's
really
the
cool.
man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, if you
Nice.
need somebody, oof, he's it.
All right.
All
That's
right,
good
what's the
news.
question? Do we have it?
Yeah. What's that?
What's the question?
Oh, yeah. So we have it. He is daring you to read something off of his LinkedIn, and I was like, I don't know, it sounds fishy. Maybe we'll vet that, and maybe next time. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't want to get us
if you
banned
want
for
to
anything.
participate on something, you might want to submit it for
Yeah,
the next show.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll check into that. Maybe
we
it'll make it
appreciate
next
it
time.
greatly, but no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. We're not
All
trying to
right, so
jeopardize anything.
Leanne, let's see the family. Leanne's doing well. She's up
Yeah, good.
in Oxford, Mississippi.
Good old
Tough life
Mississippi.
there, Leanne. Hey, Leanne, be safe.
Yeah.
Ryan's over in Orlando,
Right on.
golfing with a buddy who has a birthday. So happy birthday to
Good
Ryan's
deal.
buddy over there.
Good.
I hear mom's over in Melbourne Beach doing well. She had a little back
Awesome.
complaint there for a while, but Jody, God bless him, took over this handy dandy back massage heater, and it's got mom up and dancing the tanga again.
We're gonna have to have your mom on here and tell some stories
Oh Lord,
about you
that
when
was
you were
yeah.
a
Might have to
kid.
zoom her in. Jody is down still coaching for the Marlins in Miami. He's on his second or third week, so he's down there. And
Nice.
once again, Pollywog's here holding down the fort. Jackie's in her
Hollywood.
office
Yeah.
for Friday. She dressed up, looking nice, Jackie. Yep, definitely. Going to
Always.
the going to the Rays game. Go Rays! We're 1-0. Beat those
Nice.
Red Sox. I will be there tonight.
Speaking of
Um,
Jackie looking good, we've got to get some new headshots of her. Tell her.
okay, well, you can call her when we're done with
Oh.
my live feed reads. Thank you very much. But other than that, I think it's going to rain, which we need it because it's pretty dry.
Yeah.
Uh, Anything else to say? I want to wish
No.
everybody a safe and wonderful weekend.
Absolutely.
Other than that, I
It's
guess we're
like having
done.
a lawyer in the family. Peace out.
Absolutely.
All
Yep.
right.
All right. See you.